Hey everybody, so just to continue on here, so I feel like it had to have been weeks, if not over a month ago, when I talked about how I'm feeling weird, like talking to myself, like as far as thinking with a particular person, like speaking about her to a video that's just being recorded and uploaded online for her to watch if she watches whenever at her convenience, if she happens to do so, like that being my only means of communication. It's just it feels it is one sided. It's not that it is one sided. I was gonna say it feels one sided. I was like, well, it's not. I mean, it's more than a feeling. It feels that way because that is the factual. That's the facts. That's the truth of the situation. Is that that's all I have is me just making videos speaking about somebody who's choosing to keep me at a distance. And it's like this. It's just strange, you guys don't know what it's like you guys see me every single fucking day, pretty much, but I don't get to see you guys, and the same thing is true with, I had the same issue with my friends. I realized they didn't want to hang out with me, but at the same time they were watching my videos, and it's like, well, it's like, I mean, it wasn't that they didn't want to, but they didn't have the same desire that I feel like one of the reasons why they might not have the same desire to want to engage with me is because they're able to see me every single day through YouTube, because I choose to make videos and spend my time to upload these videos so you guys can see me and hear what I have to fucking say and whatever I show. But I don't get that from anybody else. I used to get it from a particular person. There was a time when she would make video. I mean, it was almost an everyday thing. It was, I mean, for a little bit there, it was an everyday thing. She'd make videos and I'd make videos, and there was a back and forth. That is reciprocation. So like I'm not feeling like reciprocation. Like, the little bit that she does, like she may leave a picture of herself, and that's been the little bit that I've gotten these past months, really. Like she hasn't allowed me to see one of her live streams in literally I think months. So, and I've already expressed how this makes me feel. I've talked about how it makes me feel weird, and I feel like it also makes me look weird. Little Bear, and based on my history with relationships and like people leaving me and this and that, which I've had a part in. Yes, all three of my other family members are here. It's okay, buddy. They just don't. Anyway, I'm gonna continue on because I can hear my dad up there. So it's just I don't think she may not even be aware of how this affects me, because she's just sometimes people can get involved in their own world, and they can have a hard time considering what it's like to be in another person's shoes. But that's how it feels to me, is like me continuing not to see somebody, but yet I'm continuing to speak about somebody. Then I'm also seeing little signs here, but I'm not getting any type of feedback or like any type of like, is this real? Like, I just don't think, and I still don't think it's doing the best for my psychology, and perhaps even hers, but because I'm the one who's continuing to give the effort of speaking every day and making videos every day, and I'm not seeing that from her. To me, even though we're not in a relationship, no, I'm not saying we're not, but like another reason why I felt like maybe I should just be quiet is because I'm not getting anything back from somebody else. So it feels kind of like I'm just speaking and you guys are just taking everything I'm saying, and you're not giving me nothing back. So part of me is like, am I enabling bad behavior? Like, this is not a healthy situation. Like, I feel like things could be done a little bit in a healthier manner. Like, either if we can't communicate in a way that we both like, then maybe we should just try it and see if it works, and if it doesn't, then we can move on, and if it does work, then great, then we have something great, then we can work on. But this like waiting around for I don't even know what is kind of driving me crazy, and then there's all these other, then there's other females that pop up, and it's like, well, this chick wants to keep me at bay, but I keep on liking her. But then all these other beautiful females pop up, and I've got these good things to say. It's like, why not look at these girls, man? Like, you don't know, no, I mean, unless anybody is 38 years old and hasn't had sex in like 6-7 years now, shit, then you can't relate. Like, you don't know what it's like, okay? And not even like, I haven't even had a good conversation. Like, I've had a little bit, like, she's the only one, that particular person is really the only person I've had a real conversation with. In about even the last chick I was with, it was just a one night stand. Like, there was nothing intimate about it. We just fucked. Like, I met her on the internet and we ended up fucking. So it's been a very long time since I've really had like even a friend too. Like, this thing with Joshua, like that. I don't think he meant for it to go down the way that it did, but as I'm looking back, and I think the Bible, this is why the Bible, I feel there's things that it's been designed in a way to keep people in a certain state, is what I'm going to say right now. And especially because who Joshua is, it has had, I feel, unfortunately, there has been negative things that have happened. He's probably not going to like me saying this, but I'm just going to say it because that's how I feel. I feel like there's been negative things that have happened to him in his life because of the way the Bible was written. And entitlement issues. I'm just being real, dude. Like, and I don't want that to be the truth, but that's just what came to me. And that's also what I've observed in my times with him and some of the things that I've seen him do and say. And again, I feel I totally get why he would act the way that he did, based on who he is, the power he has, and the Bible being everywhere. I mean, this is how the enemy fucked with him, by getting him to think that he doesn't have to learn, by getting him to think that he doesn't have to work, by getting him to think that he can act essentially like a tyrant and that it's going to work out for him. When in actuality, that's not what the love's really about. And that's not even what really Joshua's about, I think. I just think that he's been, like us all, we've been fucked with, mentally. Like, there has been an agenda here to deter us from figuring out exactly what we need as individuals and as a collective to be able to defeat these malevolent ETs that are essentially can have control over this realm and humanity. So they've been done a very good job of using the truths and the preciousness of the word, and imbued their own deceitful fucking tactics and ways of manipulation into the Bible in order to control humanity, and to keep Josh thinking that all he needs to do is this and that, and just order people, and if they don't, then I'm going to condemn them and damn them, and I think this is why there's been a lot of issues. Anyways, but in regards to a particular person, just try to see how, like, the reciprocation. That's one of the reasons why that comment resonated with me, because I'm just not feeling like an equal reciprocation here. And it's like, I've already expressed how I don't think this is good for me and my psychological health. And it's like, since I'm not seeing anything really change in the particular person, it makes me feel like she doesn't really care. So, and it is a one-sided street, because I'm the only one talking about this and nobody else is meeting me head on. So, and then other people have shown, I feel, potential interests, and it's like, then part of me is thinking like, well, these people are actually here. It's like, I can hold on to this thing, which feels like I'm holding on to a ghost at times, which I don't even know if it's real or if they even really care, or like what's going on. And there's all this other stuff I don't know about. And it's, but there's that, or there's this real person here who, kind of looks like they're showing interest, and they're really beautiful and attractive and cool, and like, and being warm and friendly, and I actually feel like they might even be able to nurture. I also feel like a particular person's had trouble, and I know she's raised in a fucked up way, so I can't I have no idea what, growing up like that's gonna fuck anybody up. Okay, so I get that, but at the same time, like, hurt people. So it's like, this is where, like, healthier people, I think it's their good, they could take on the good duty to try to help these hurt people so they don't continue hurting others and themselves more, and instead learn how to live a healthier life. And that's what I'm attempting to do here, because I didn't grow up with the same type of fucked upness that she grew up with. So in some senses, even though I've had my own traumas, I could see how I'm in some areas a little bit healthier than she is, just like I think she is healthier in some areas than I am. Yeah, not having somebody to, like, and especially the where I'm at right now, like, the recovery, like, I've made some good progress. I'm not, even though I'm being tempted, the temptation has definitely risen the past couple of days too. So it's like, having somebody to communicate with would be a huge alleviation of some of the pain, and especially at a time when I'm making progress, like, having an outlet to talk to, and for somebody to listen, and for me to also be that for somebody else, could be a very beautiful and good thing. And while I'm working on the project and shit, and like, there's a lot we have to look forward to, and a lot of good work that we can get done. But it's hard for me to imagine that actually happening when when that other person isn't even, like, making themselves available to me. Like, they're not even letting me see what the fuck is going on, or, but at the same time, then I'm also getting these subtle little, like, things that she does. So then sometimes my mind's like, is she just bait me on just to, like, to use me as an energy source or something? So I don't know, dude. Like, my mind, I don't think that's what's happening, but maybe a little bit, but I don't know. So yeah, all right. I think let's get some good expressions. All right, love you guys. Y'all take care. Bye.